This is the assembled view. This is the exposed view. Okay. Then we will discuss about the next point, that is differentiation of bacteria depending upon fecal and non-fecal coliforms using IMVIC test, or the test for coliform detection. This is the qualitative test done for the estimation of coliform group of bacteria. The mnemonic term IMVIC was coined by the scientist R from first letter of four tests, namely indole, methyl red, Vogus proscurus, and citrate. IMVIC IMVIC test is a group of four biochemical tests used for the differentiation of coliform bacteria and for identification of particular species. These tests indicate the metabolic pathway used by coliforms. Escherichia coli and Enterobacter erogens are the most important members of coliform group as an index organism. Escherichia coli is strictly intestinal bacteria, whereas Enterobacter erosion can grow on vegetative matter in addition to its local origin. Since the two species closely resemble each other in their morphological and cultural characters, biochemical tests are performed to differentiate and identify them. The result of IMVIC for a typical strain of Escherichia coli is indole positive, methyl red positive, Vogus proscurus negative, and citrate or sodium citrate test negative. While for Enterobacter erosion, it is indole negative, methyl red negative, Vogus proscurus positive, and citrate positive. However, in recent years, less reliance has been placed on the IMVIC test because of the frequent observations of intermediate types arise from interspecies gene transfer. An individual test is performed as indole test, methyl red test, Vogus proscurus test, and the citrate utilization test. The biochemical, the indole test, the nutrient medium used for this test is peptone water. Production of indole from peptone, a characteristic metabolic property of coliform, is detected by this test. Kovacs reagent reacts with indole to produce a colored product. The biochemical change occurring during the growth are represented as peptone is transformed to tryptone, then to tryptophan, and then to indole. In this test, 5 ml of peptone water is inoculated with a loop full of suspension and suspension of suspected coliform and incubated at 37 degrees Celsius for 24 to 48 hours. After that, 0.5 ml, 0.5 ml of Kovacs reagent was added in broth cultures and gently shaken. The appearance of the color indicates appearance of red color ring indicates positive test. Escherichia coli has ability to produce indole from tryptophan and show indole test positive, while Enterobacter erosion gives negative test as they are unable to produce indole from tryptophan. Then the next test is the methyl red test. In this, the principle is this test is performed to detect the ability of coliform bacteria to ferment glucose with the production of organic acid by mixed acid fermentation pathway. The pathway is characterized by formation of different acids such as lactic acid, succinic acid, formic acid, etc., along with ethyl alcohol. Production of gases, that is carbon dioxide and hydrogen, is characteristic property of Escherichia coli species or Escherichia species, which distinguish them from Salmonella and Shigella species, which ferment sugar without gas production. Due to lack of the key enzyme format hydrogen lyase production of due to the lack of key enzyme, that is format hydrogen lyase. Production of acid is detected by using the pH indicator dimethyl red and gas in the Durham's tube. The test is performed in the medium used for this test is glucose phosphate broth. 10 ml of the medium is inoculated with the loop full of the suspension of the suspected coliform and is incubated at 37 degrees Celsius for 24 to 48 hours. Production of the organic acid is detected by adding few drops of aqueous solution 0.04% aqueous solution of methyl red in a test culture as well as on control tube. The appearance of red color in the culture or test culture indicates a positive test. Control tube shows yellowish color due to unchanged original pH of the medium. Escherichia coli shows methyl red test positive with red coloration, while Enterobacter erosion shows a negative test without change in the pH or yellowish color. Then the next test is in the methyl red test, the color change or pH drop is due to the formation of acid. The same principle, the pH drop due to the formation of acids, different acids by Escherichia coli, and Aerobacter erosion or Enterobacter erosion does not produce this much acid with the glucose phosphate broth. It produces acetone and which increase acetine and 2,3-butanediol, acetyl methyl carbinol or acetone and 2,3-butanediol, which increases the pH of the medium, due to which Escherichia coli shows red coloration, that is pH drop, and Aerobacter erosion shows typical yellow color, which is increase in the pH. So the principle of the next test is the Voges-Prosperous test. Is this test detects the production of acetyl methyl carbinol, acetone from pyruvic acid and penultimate product of 2,3-butanediol fermentation. The medium used for the test is glucose phosphate broth, same as the methyl red test. The biochemical changes occurring during the growth is represented as glucose is converted into pyruvic acid is converted into acetolactate, alpha acetolactate. If the organism is coliform, the pyruvic acid goes to mixed acid fermentation. If it is not coliform, the pyruvic acid goes to acetolactate formation, then to acetone formation with release of carbon dioxide, and the acetone is converted to 2,3-butanediol. This pathway is characteristic of Enterobacter and Sarcina. Most species of Irvina and some of the Aeromonas and Photobacterium species also show same pathway. The end products also involve ethanol and organic acid in addition to 2,3-butanediol by mixed acid fermentation pathway. The enzyme acetolactate synthase, acetolactate decarboxylase and butanediol dehydrogenase play important role in the pathway. The test performed in a sterile glucose phosphate broth is inoculated with a loop full of suspension suspected to be coliform and incubated at 37 degrees Celsius for 24 hours. After incubation, the production of acetyl methyl carbinol is detected by adding 0.6 ml of reagent A and 0.2 ml of reagent B in 1 ml of glucose phosphate broth culture. Appearance of pink color within 2 to 5 minutes indicate a test positive. Enterobacter erosion shows Voges-Prosperous test positive, while Escherichia coli shows it negative. Thus, YAMAR, that is methyl red, and Voges-Prosperous test are important biochemical tests to identify Escherichia coli and Enterobacter erosion. The reagent A and reagent B used in the Vogus Proskauer test are the reagent A is the alpha naphthol 5% and reagent B is 40% KOH solution, that is potassium hydroxide solution. The contradiction is that the Vogus Proskauer test and methyl rate test, both tests require same medium for growth of the suspected organism as coliform. Methyl rate test is positive, then Vogus Proskauer test must be negative, and Vogus Proskauer test, if it is positive, then methyl rate test should be negative for one organism. That is, Escherichia coli shows methyl rate test positive and Vogus Proskauer test negative, while Enterobacter erosion shows methyl rate test negative and Vogus Proskauer test positive. The next stage or next test in the detection or differentiation of fecal and non-fecal coliforms is citrate utilization test. The principle or the ability, principle of this test is the ability of organism to utilize sodium citrate as a sole source of carbon and energy source is detected in this test. The ability of the organism to utilize sodium citrate as a sole source of carbon and energy is detected in this test. The growth medium containing sodium citrate as a sole carbon source and energy, that is Poser's citrate medium, is used, or Simmons citrate broth is used for this test. The medium is inoculated with a loop full of bacterial suspension that is suspected as coliform and incubated at 37 degrees Celsius for 24 hours. Ability to use sodium citrate is indicated by the production of turbidity in the medium or growth in the medium, and absence of turbidity or growth in the medium gives you a negative citrate test. No any test reagent or color change is involved in this test. Enterobacter erosion is capable of utilizing sodium citrate and is as a sole source of carbon and energy and grow in this medium, whereas Escherichia coli shows this test negative and does not grow in the presence of sodium citrate, only as a sole source of carbon. Thus, Escherichia coli and Enterobacter erosion shows exactly opposite Emwick reactions as represented here. The Escherichia coli shows variety 1 indole positive, methyl rate positive, Vogus Proskauer negative, citrate negative. That is commonly designated as a fecal source of Escherichia coli. The next variation in Escherichia coli, which is seen recently or nowadays, is indole negative, methyl rate positive, Vogus Proskauer negative, and citrate negative. It is also fecal source of Escherichia coli. Then intermediate organisms are there, that is E. frundi, which shows indole negative, methyl rate positive, Vogus Proskauer negative, citrate positive or negative. It is non-fecal source of coliform. Variety 2, it shows indole positive, methyl rate positive, Vogus Proskauer negative, and citrate positive, non-fecal coliform. Then Aerobacter erosion or Enterobacter erosion, it shows indole negative, methyl rate negative, Vogus Proskauer positive, and citrate negative or positive. It is non-fecal coliform. Variety 2 of Aerobacter shows indole positive or negative, methyl rate negative, Vogus Proskauer positive, and citrate positive. It is non-fecal coliform. So, with this chart, we can see that the indole test and citrate utilization are having some conflict, but methyl rate and Vogus Proskauer, if methyl rate is positive, Vogus Proskauer is negative. If Vogus Proskauer is positive, methyl rate is negative. They are confirming that the coliform is fecal or non-fecal. So we can confirm from these tests that the source of coliform is fecal or non-fecal in the drinking water supply or in the water supply. Now the next test or next analysis method used is Eijkman test or elevated temperature test, proposed by Eijkman in 1904. This test is based on the fact that most strains of Escherichia coli can ferment the lactose with production of gases at high temperatures, that is at 45.5 degrees Celsius, whereas most strains of Enterobacter and Klebsiella cannot show this biochemical reaction at the same temperature, that is 45.5 degrees Celsius. This is because the enzyme involved in the lactose fermentation in case of coliforms other than E. coli are sensitive at high temperatures. A loop of culture that is suspected as coliform of the test organism is inoculated in the 0.3% lactose tryptase broth buffered with at pH 7.4 and added with inverted Durham's tube. The culture tubes are incubated at exactly 45.5 degrees Celsius for 48 hours. The appearance of turbidity or growth in the medium and accumulation of gas in the Durham's tubes indicate positive test, while the absence of growth or absence of gas in the Durham's tube indicate negative test. As this test is performed at high temperatures, it is also called elevated temperature test. Next, the quantitative analysis of water. This is the qualitative analysis of water. Then we have quantitative analysis of water with standard plate count method and most probable number method. With the standard plate count method, the standard plate count method is performed to detect total viable organisms or count of bacteria present in the water. Counting the total number of coliforms or enteric pathogens using selective medium is also possible by this method.